Hello, 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 friends of Breeze Review. Um, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, my name is Shay, and this is Breeze Review, where we're living, loving Jesus, smelling fabulous, all while saving a dime, discussing budget-friendly fragrances. I love all things smelling good. My surroundings, myself, my car, all those things. So, without further ado, not too long ago, I stated that I was going to start doing videos of what I've worn the previous week. And so, that is what we're going to do here right now. As a matter of fact, this is the second time I've tried to do this. I realized that I had started taping and I started out on the wrong dates. So I was calling um, what should have been, I think, Wednesday, Monday. It's like, this is what I wore on Monday. And and I got to the end, I was like, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong dates. Anyway, it happens. It happens. Hey, we can always go back, just like I am now, and redo. So, or try to redo. Thankfully, I didn't get through that. I only got through 3 days, and then it dawned on me, like, you started on the 17th and you called it Monday. Yeah. So I had mentioned I was going to get a perfume journal. I did not do that, but I did go ahead and use a little notebook that I had already. I think I got two or three of these. I had used these little things for like a birthday gifts or baskets or something, and I had two of them that are actually left. And so anyway, I just pulled this out and just started using it, just writing down what I wore. So last Monday was actually April 14th, and we're going to start with that day. So without further ado, so on that particular day, 4/17, which was last Monday, my scent of the day was Lattafa Yara. And so I started out and I put, and this is my go-to, you'll see me put this up a couple of times on this video. I did my Palmer's cocoa butter. I've been using this for years. I actually, I really like it. Um, yeah, when I say for years, I have been using this probably Palmer's cocoa butter. I'll use the lotion, but I do like the jar. And I've been using Palmer's since probably I was 17, 16, 17, maybe before. Yeah, I put it on my kids. Um, anyway, that's a different story for a different time. My children always mess with me when my grandchildren stay with me and they see them all shining. They know they that I put them on Palmer's cocoa butter. But anyway, nevertheless, sorry for that quick 5 second, um, that little 5 second leeway. Anyway, so Yara was the scent. I do have a Yara scented lotion. Ooh, I almost lost that. And I did do this, and it does smell just like Yara. And then, of course, I had my fragrance, and this I spray down. This is, to me, a crowd pleasing scent. So it's not going to be something that's overpowering or overwhelming if you're in a office space setting and kind of close to people, or even church, or just anywhere that you may be in close proximity. This is not off-putting, and I believe it's a crowd pleasing scent. So that was Monday. So moving on Tuesday. Tuesday, my scent of the day was Lattafa Sundos. I do actually like this scent. Looking at the notes, um, I probably wouldn't necessarily see when I bought this. This is when I wasn't really checking notes. They're detailed, you know what I'm saying? And this particular fragrance has the note of leather. And had I really, really was just buying strictly according to the notes, I probably wouldn't have purchased because it had the notes of leather. But y'all, this is a beautiful fragrance to me. I like it. See, this makes me want to spray it and put it on right now. And as you can see, it's almost gone. This is over half gone. So thankfully I have a backup bottle. But it has peach in it. And so I had gotten a recommendation, like if you like peach, you might want to try this. And so and it's a friend that wears um that had, been trying out Middle Eastern fragrances for a very long time. I did not start trying them out for real until over a little over a year ago. So yeah, this is Sundos. And so what I wore with Sundos, of course, I put, what did I lotion did I use? The EOS Jasmine Peach Lotion. And then I put my Peach Bellini. Um, Thankfully, I have some backup of this because Bath and Body Works, I do not think make these anymore. You may be able to find something very similar. I just haven't went down that rabbit hole. I just really like this. So this, and then what was, oh, Brown Sugar Babes, just peachy. Now, all of that together, this was good. This was good. I was walking out of I was actually walking out of the hospital, and a lady wasn't far. I would say she was maybe 15 feet behind me. Maybe a little more, no more than 20 feet. And as I was crossing the driveway, um, waiting for cars to come by, getting ready to cross, and she had kind of got closer. She was like, "Ma'am, my goodness, what is that? What is that fragrance you have on? Because it smells wonderful." And I told her, it's Sundos. I don't know. You guys can tell me if you know the Sundos. Is it inspired by something? Is it duping something? I don't know. Um, it is. I think it's its original fragrance. I could be wrong. Anyway, moving on. Tuesday, not Tuesday. Wednesday. We're on Wednesday. Wednesday, I did Palmer's cocoa butter. And then my fragrance of the day was the dupes for Valentino's Donna Born in Rome. So uh, I did that lotion, and then I did my Lady Luck from Brown Sugar Babe, which is inspired by Valentino's Donna Born in Rome. And so then I came in with my Ultra and this is called Love in Rome. And of course, I went ahead and used, and this is almost gone. I might as well go ahead and knock that out this week. I don't know. My Amore Aroma. And it's both of these are really good. They really are. You've heard me talk about them before. So, man, also not brown, Bath and Body Works Petal Parade. This is supposed to be inspired. The scent is supposed to be inspired by Valentino's Donna Born in Roma. So, okay. Then we have uh Thursday. And Thursday, my scent was of course I used my cocoa butter, and I used uh Bath and Body Seeing Rouge, the mist and the lotion, um Brown Sugar Babes Wild Card, which is inspired by those. Even the Bath and Body Works lotion and mist is inspired by the Baccarat scent. So I used all of that, and I will tell you that it made the that Baccarat, or not this that's what not. So it's inspired. This is inspired Baccarat Rouge 540, and this is Bearcat by Fragrance World, and it's actually Bearcat Rouge 540. And we also, I've said this before, the bottle, Fragrance World, this bottle, they got it's very similar to the actual original fragrance. Very. And so, anyway, it's called Bearcat Rouge 540 from Fragrance World. It's pretty good. Pretty good. This scent did last. and I think I've said this in another video. It pushed. It pushed that scent. It did. Just meaning that it did project. It did last. And yeah, I do not believe. I actually may have just did I spray this? No, 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 no. I think I just put like the lotion, using the lotion um, since I had it on. Yeah, I used it when I, especially wash my hands. So then I just kind of rub my arms again with it. And I think, in my opinion, it did really well. So that was Thursday. And then Friday, I did La Vie est Belle. Um, and I did the actual, let me see, I did the actual Maison Alhambra, the La Viva Cite, and then I did a my designer. I did do my designer. Um, I also, for that, let me just pull out those. Okay, so I did actually do the EOS Pink Champagne Lotion. Yeah, I did the Pink Champagne Lotion, and then I did the uh, uh, the body oil from Oriana, that Arena, um, that is inspired by La Vie est Belle. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And so I did about my designer fragrance. This one I did it probably about 3, maybe 4 sprays, and then I probably did about 10 of these from the Maison Alhambra La Viva Cite. And I'm exaggerating. I might not have done 10, but I'm pretty sure I probably did about 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure. But it was lasting. I loved it. That day that I wore it, as soon as I walked into my parents, and as soon as I did, my mom said, "Oh, you smell just like your grandmother." And so, and I know typically some of us that's my age, you probably remember these fragrances back um, when we were growing up, because our parents, our moms, our grandmothers might have worn it. My grandmother did not. She always thought perfumes did not smell good on her, but when she did wear a fragrance, she did wear this one. And so anyway, I equate that in my mind. Like both my grandmothers have a fragrance or wore a fragrance that I have in my collection that reminds me of them. But anyway, that's that. I have always liked this fragrance. I don't consider it an old lady perfume or a grandma smelling perfume at all. As you can see, the dent is denting. I have always had, I've had this, you know, as I've gotten older, I've purchased, and anyway, I like it. And this is a pretty good, inspired by that, you can make your designer stretch. Just hold on to it just a little longer, just a little longer. So yeah, but anyway, so that was Friday. So Saturday, yes, I did. Saturday, um, I of course put on. I think I just put on my Palmer's cocoa butter. Saturday, I spent a lot of time um in the kitchen getting ready for Easter dinner. So I did get it out and about that morning. Yes, I did. Unfortunately, we had a funeral service to go to, so I did go to that. And what I wore was, I put this on. Of course, I used my Brown Sugar Babe Endless Love. This is fairly new, and I think I just wanted to test it out. And so my scent was this by Emperor Oriano, and we know that this is duping or inspired by Parfum de Marly's Oriana. Oh, yeah. I get this so confused when I start saying these names. Anyway, this is duping Parfum de Marly's Oriana, and this is Oriano. Yes, I know I get it. But I also use some of this as well. This is still Emperor. It's still by Emperor. I don't know if you can see that. Still from the House of Emperor, under the House of Emperor, kind of like Mason and Lumber as a subsidiary of Latafa. Same with this. This is Bridge Dubai Arena. And so and it's that arena or Burj Dubai is part of the Emperor House. Yes. So anyway, this is good. It's not too many differences between those. Kind of like Latafa put out the Angam, and then Mason Lumber put out the Athena, and Latafa a couple weeks later put out the Angam, and they're duping the same fragrance. And there's maybe small, subtle differences, but nothing that you can say it's not smelling like the same fragrance, because it does. It does. But anyway, moving on from that, I did also spray the body mist before I put the perfume on, the champagne toast. All right. And then for Easter Sunday, I decided to wear this Ensemble Gold. And look, Ensemble is said to be duping this PDM. I don't, it may be a tad bit. All I know is I like this, and I like this in the, to me, totally different sense. But the oil that I put on that day was Secret Duchess. Yeah, put on Secret Duchess, and I think I put on EOS. I didn't write that down, but I'm pretty sure I put on the EOS cashmere, vanilla cashmere. And Secret Duchess. What are you, Secret Duchess? Not, I said Secret Duchess. No, it's not. There's a fragrance from the Oakja House that's called Secret Duchess. But I put on Princess Treatment, and what this is inspired by is Killian's Princess, the Princess fragrance. Yeah, that's what I put on Sunday, on Easter Sunday. These, yeah, and it was good. It was good. I do like this fragrance. I really do. I really like every one of them that I just shared with you. So we'll see what this week brings as far as what I'm going to wear and what I'll share with you on next Monday. So yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter. I hope you celebrated Resurrection Sunday. Yeah, it's been, I could share a story with you guys, and I'm not gonna get into that, but some, just make your life count. Life is a vapor. It is. The word of God tells us that, and it is so true. And we can tell this each and every day. Each and every day. Yeah, it is. So live. When I say on Reads Review, we're living, loving Jesus, smelling fabulous, I'm not kidding. We're living. There's a big difference in living and just existing and going about your way and going about your day. You got to live, and hopefully you're living within the confines of the Word of the Lord. No, I'm not going to even say confines, because we're free in Christ. But I hope you are using that word as a roadmap and how you live. It's good on this side. Um, it's not dull. My husband and our family, we have fun. I don't have to be out doing whatever the world is doing and whatever the newest trend is and whatever the newest TikTok is. I'm happy where I am, and I'm happy because yeah, because I'm good. And I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm not necessarily happy, but I have joy, and it's the joy of the Lord. Yeah, then that's what you need. Instead of saying happiness, make sure you have joy and joy from Him, because the Bible speaks of joy. Doesn't necessarily tell us that we're gonna be happy all the time, but we find joy, we find hope. Yeah. So anyway, that's my spiel, and so therefore, I hope you had a wonderful Easter. Stay blessed, be prayerful, and most of all, stay in your word and understand and know that only what you do for Christ will last. All right.